Hey, it's pasthisprime here. Welcome back to Stellaris, where we're continuing on with our playthrough of the Knights of a Toxic God, I believe it was called. And yeah, we're doing the quest for the Toxic God up here, which is ticking along. We got forced to go onto regular mode. And yeah, we're doing other stuff as well, as we always are in this glorious game. So let's get moving, because we've already found a barrier here. We've got some blockage over here as well. So we ain't gonna go, we're not gonna be able to expand very far yet. So we're gonna have to focus on what we do have. So let's get it moving and see what we're doing here. Did we start colonizing? Don't know. Quest reward. A group of knights just came back from a long quest. Their spaceships are battered and their power armors have seen better days. It was a grueling journey that yielded scarce yet precious insight about the Toxic God. Despite the hardships endured, spirits are high, for they did not come back empty-handed, and their stories will make fine additions to the chronicles. Engineering research gain 156. So is it sort of like a marker? Yeah, I guess we got to that marker there. Anyway, we'll keep moving. Yeah, did we colonize these or not?
Construction completed. Hastily.
No, I don't think. Alright, let's have a look. Now we could grab that, but I'm more tempted to make sure we grab these ones down here. So let's go and build that. Yeah, these guys have got a few ways in, which is a little bit annoying. Going over there doesn't really lead to anything. Right. Okay, so I guess we didn't colonize because we can't afford it. We aren't making much.
An anomaly has been found.
Okay, you're stuck out there, so let's get you to do that. Because you can't go anywhere anyway. So we might as well research what we can while we're out here.
Research complete.
Alright, let's pause for a second here. Unlocks habitat. Okay. That might be what we're looking for. It's 10,000 though. I'm gonna do it. If we can't go wide, we're gonna have to go tall. After the study of Unima 6 has concluded, Science Officer Urko Kujala reports that they have found that the planet to be unusually rich in minerals. The discovery was made possible in large part thanks to a certain member of the HRS, whatever that is, crew. Urko praises the protege highly. Offer this protege a science officer position. Gain a new scientist. They do good work where they are. Promising crew modifier add for 20 years, giving the following effects. Anomaly research speed plus 20%. Anomaly discovery chance plus 20%. Yeah, I want that. Alright, let's get these guys to do that anomaly. And then I guess I'll put them back on auto. Oh, I'll put them back on auto again. Okay, now Okay, hang on. Valerium engineers at some point built a massive orbital complex near a dedicated to computer research. Where? Strangely, they seem to have ignored the normal popular field of artificial intelligence to focus exclusively on virtual realities and massive computer simulations. Most of the complex has been ruined by weapons fire and meteorites. But what remains is in remarkable condition given the station's age. Okay, this must be an anomaly, so it must be there, right? Oh no, it's over here. Okay. So it's 1A, it's not... Oh, it's there. Okay.
This situation has been catalogued.
What does that mean? What have you done? Oh God, what did you start? It's that, isn't it? Okay, we'll let you continue with what you're doing. We could obviously do these as well. Yeah, sure, we'll get that done. Hang on, we do have colony. That's interesting. Okay, we already have a colony ship on its way. I'm not sure where it's going. The magnetic field of Sergeli 2A experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed by the HRS Jacques Minon, whatever. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the moon's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded by the sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data. Cool. You're still investigating. Someone using a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large... Oh, sorry, used... Anyway, to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Areli 3. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere, and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Okay. Okay. Having decrypted the signal, Urko Kujala was astonished to discover it was broadcasting in an archaic form of one of the main Corellian languages, speaking in these, thous, and whenceforths. It appears to be reciting one of the lost works of Orvani Heilmanen, a renowned Corellian playwright who lived some 600 years ago. It appears that the broadcasting device, a simple satellite dish protected by a small shelter, is the only non-natural structure on the planet. There is no hint as to who left it there or why, but going by the wear and tear on evidence, it must have been there since shortly after the play was first written, long before Corellians learned the secret of space travel. We can only assume it was left there by ancient visitors to Kamlan, who took a liking to the play and decided to pay our species a strange, unexpected tribute. Okay, further evidence of the superiority of the Corellian race. Reaffirmed modifier added for 5 years, giving a following monthly unity plus 15% citizen pop happiness plus 10. Wonderful news. Disseminate the recording across the nation. Unity gain 1,000. Let's go with the top.
Our colonists have reached their destination.
Excellent. Okay, I want you to research that project. Right, what do we have? We already have a colony ship. Okay, so we didn't need to buy those. Oh well. Okay, let's build those. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're still doing that. It's a long one.
Research logged and annotated.
The void clouds are stewards of the cosmos. Once Calarian astronomers knew what to look for. They found traces of the void clouds everywhere. Formed at the dawn of creation, they stood watch as stars were lit and young planets formed. Now they drift quasi-conscious agglomerations of inanimate matter from the earliest hours of time itself. Afloat between dying stars and breaking worlds, they are a constant reminder that we are but all small parts of something greater. They will not stand in our way. Cloud Destroyer modifier added, giving the following effect: damage to Void Clouds 33, or Humbling. Void Loops modifier added, giving the following effects: physic research from jobs plus 10%. Humbling, because that's exactly how I would think. I would not just think go kill.
Research logged and annotated.
That's me though. Archaeological project completed. The archaeologists investigating the Voltum orbit complex above ALA 1A have stumbled upon an interesting find. They managed to recover a partial copy of what was apparently a fairly popular multi-use virtual reality game enjoyed by billions of Voltam across their empire. Although the game takes place in a fictional and highly satirized version of their contemporary society, it has proved an invaluable source of information on both their language and customs. Excellent. Okay, Voltum mining base. Remnants of a small Voltum helium-3 mining base have been found at the bottom of a large crater on Serglia 3. The blast that created the crater seems to have originated from inside the facility itself. Unless Voltum mining techniques were radically different from our own, an equipment failure or accident cannot account for such a massive explosion. Issue a special project mining base.
This situation has been catalogued.
You are still investigating that. Holy heck. Right, so you're doing nothing. Well, I was going to say we could go do a couple of easy ones, but we'll do the two. We might just leave that one till later. Alright, so we do that. They've hit landfall. The other colony ship is on its way. I would like to bolster our power, but I'm not sure at the
Construction
moment.
completed. Hastily.
Alright, we'll do that. Signs of battle. There's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in the close orbit of Stellaris 7 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the HRMS have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Yuriko is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies.
This situation has been catalogued.
Okay. Let's research the special project. Kesel 3 is exceptionally rich in minerals that are unfortunately of no use to us. However, Science Officer Mastavar believes the many elements in the crust of Kesel 3 can be transformed into potentially more useful forms through positron bombardment. The HRMS has requested that the Rotoravil High Serenity set aside 100 energy credits for the purpose of this project. No, we will not. Yes, ready the positron charges.
The situation has been catalogued.
Right, let's do that.
Our colonists have reached their destination.
Okay, we got 2 colonies on the way.
Research logged and annotated.
The crew of HRS are pleased to report that the experiment was a success and a significant number of dense mineral veins on Kesel 3 have been transmuted into usable resources. Excellent.
Construction completed. Hastily.
So you're done there. So go over there. Perk point. Orbital bombardment damage reduced by 25. All our planets gain 1 free building slot. Resettlement costs reduced by 23%. We'll take the building slot 1. Alright, we are gonna hire... We don't have enough unity. Okay, change of plans. Is this okay? What have we got? 2 kinetics and an energy. We got no power left. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Okay, we're going to get our fleet up a little.
Research logged and annotated.
The team under Science Officer Yuko has finished their expedition on Stellaris 7 and returned to the HRMS. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analysed the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost in orbit. Well, I would. Whoa.
Construction completed.
Okay, we just lost our science ship. It has vanished. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into stable orbit around Mardom 5. The massive engineering... yeah, we've had this one a few times. First... Yeah, we got kicked out. Okay, we are lacking 13. We could come up here. Gotta wait anyway. Yeah, there's a really slow progress on that. I'm assuming, well, we could invest more money to speed it up. That's obvious. We have a science ship back. So, let's go do that one. Well, we lost that one over there. We can't get it to unless we fight them.
Colony established. One more place to live out your pitiful lives. Construction completed. Hastily.
Okay. Let's go build a research station. Okay, asteroid fossils. Fossils from what appears to be several species of aquatic animals have been found on the barren and airless surface of BTK-14. There are indications that the surrounding asteroid belt was created from the remains of a shattered planet, and these findings seem to confirm that theory. Judging by the fossils, the planet supported life and was at least partially covered by water. Fascinating. Okay, so that was you. You're already done. Well, let's do that one. Okay. Have we got enough to hire somebody? Yeah, I was sort of going for the upkeep for the moment because we're probably not going to be fighting. Well, I'm hoping we're not. But I would like one there and just keep it as cheap as possible. Alright, we'll keep building up the fleet. Okay, we're down on consumer goods again.
Construction completed. Hastily.
Okay, we'll quickly go to a research thing down there. Alien spacecraft. A badly damaged military vessel bearing elaborate alien insignia circles Orthoman B. The ship has suffered a heavy incendiary attack which has melted its hull, leaving no survivors aboard. No weapons known to us today can produce temperature high enough to cause such an effect. Perhaps the ship's logs may shed some light on its violent end. All right, let's examine it.
The situation has been catalogued.
Mardom 3 was home to a small Voltum outpost where they traded with several neighbouring civilizations. At some point, the trade post appears to have been converted into a religious mission, where the Voltum attempted to convert visiting alien merchants to their philosophy. Trade ceased shortly afterward, and the planet was eventually abandoned. Special project.
This situation has been catalogued.
Jeez. Got all these special projects. I mean, it's good, but surprising. Silicon life form. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Ortham 5. As best as we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there is evidence to suggest that they possesses a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. Intriguing. Okay, you've got no orders, so you are going to do that special project. Survey speed. Probably not much use to us now. Let's go with approved deflectors. The structure on Mardum 6 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground of amusement park and some sort. Science Officer Maristava notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn from, and that, to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless to our Calarians, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Intriguing.
Established. One more place to live out your pitiful lives.
Right, so we've got planets. We are lacking resources. Jeez, we are really struggling with resources. We must have some settings on us that are very expensive. Okay, research. You're still building that.
Research logged and annotated.
Space amoebas. Okay, I'm not going to read that. We've done that before. Research option gained. Regenerative hull tissue, or movement modifier added, giving the following effects: evasion plus 5%. Yeah, we'll retrieve.
Construction completed. Hastily.
Oh God, not the rubricator. Oh God, does the rubricator always end up being the same with being shard? An analysis of the ship's logs reveals that the crew met its demise when trying to retrieve an irreplicable alien artifact called... Okay, it was not paused. Hang on. Called the Rubricator. It was stolen from the society by a pack of thieving rats, a curious choice of words as they themselves are most rat-like in appearance. The logs are mainly blah, 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 blah. Look, I don't want to go the Rubricator this time. We've already done that. So I'm going to leave it. Translation software malfunction. It appears that a mischievous third party was able to hack into the translation software of our envoy to the Gudge Unity Volpoi Serene, so that is magnificent. Oh God, so many big words. Not at least their hive mind, who was declared to be a vile chum. Although the malfunction was swiftly uncovered, the grudges were not amused at the incident and have lodged an official complaint at the inappropriate behavior of our envoy. Okay, that's not great. Hang on. Ah, so this must have been the Rubricator. Okay. Alright, let's go do that one. You are completed, so come and grab that. All our planets are okay.
Research logged and annotated.
Archaeologists on Mardum 3 have salvaged a small Voltum digital pamphlet. It seems the missionaries at this outpost passed pamphlets like this on to visiting merchants. Most of the data is corrupt, but there are several references to the Great Lie and the shackles of virtual reality. An interesting find. And another perk point. Well, we'll take that one. Okay, so you're not doing nothing, so you can go and do that one. Unexpected mineral seams. Geological surveys on pasthisprime have revealed that the planet is richer in minerals than we thought. After calibrating our sensors to penetrate deep into the ground, we have discovered several promising mining sites. Should we direct additional resources to probing efforts, we might yet uncover deeper veins of useful ore. No funding, start digging, or own energy. Okay, so we can't do that one. Okay. I guess we're doing that one. Okay, Orgalion 6A is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall centertapes, carved, whatever that is, carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely? Imagine them for the archives, or they are beautiful. Make digital reproduction of the monoliths widely available in our empire. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the annotated reproductions of the monolithic imagery found on that place prove immensely popular in the Rotorville High Suzerainty. Many citizens state that their fantastical annals have completely changed how they feel about aliens. Intriguing. 6 pops gain the Xenophile ethic. Okay. Weird. Right, so you've got nothing. So, I guess I'm going to send you over there. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Polymer 4A at some point during the previous 1,000 years in what must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the moon in the vicinity of the impact crater. Fortuitous event. Right, so what we could do... We'll get you doing that one. a bit harder.
Research complete.
Okay. We can clear some tiles. We do have that bonus. Yeah, it's clear tiles.
Construction completed. Hastily.
We can go back there too. We might have to, since we're not making much in the way of allies as well. So we can have a fleet of 45. Wow. Sonified science. The HRS crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Usiladon system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and one that Science Officer Urko cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin from outside of our galaxy. Curious. Final rest. By what has to be beyond astronomical odds, the HRS actually managed to pinpoint the source of the odd signals as it soared past through the asteroid belt, a tiny alien construct. A simple scan reveals that it is some sort of a ritualistic container holding the remains of an alien spacefarer. Let the coffin continue its voyage. Society research gains 686. Or open the coffin and study the corpse. Yeah, let's open it. Okay, where are we at? Let's have a look. You're doing that one. You are doing nothing. So, I'm thinking that we'll get you over onto the very difficult one. Okay, you're still building that. Deceptive giant. What we had assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is, in fact, not. Beneath a deceptive cover of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet. A barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven quite embarrassing to the astronomical community on Camlan. Okay, Earth 1 revealed to be a barren planet. Okay. Amongst our many clandestine tasks in the Gudge Unity is the low-key scouting of potential assets. Any tool we can use to further our efforts amongst the gestate entity. Our spymaster reports having just made one such lucky catch. Okay. So, we are still lacking.
Construction completed. Hastily.
Right, we get that built. Due to a major clerical error, parts of Lyran Prime has fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. The people live in rather bleak conditions and will not tolerate it for longer. Remedy these problems will cost us time and effort. What's that one? This option is available due to high serenity, having the... okay. Unfortunate, add sprawling slums. We don't really want to do that. We have a strong community, help them recover. Look, we can afford it. Okay, let's take this one. And then, what we're going to do, what were we thinking before? Let me think this through again. Available envoys, leader cap, edicts, empire size, blockers. Oh, I was thinking of that, wasn't I? Unlocks the decision consecrate world. Consecrating uninhabited planets up to 3 increases spiritualization, spiritualist ethics attraction and empire-wide amenities as well as unity, scaling to the spiritual significance of the world's consecration. The galaxy is home to many holy places, some more obvious than others. As mortals, we still struggle to divine the true nature of the universe. Wait. No, I wasn't going to do one vision, was I? No. That was almost an accidental click. Yeah. Let's do that one. I don't know how you use it. I don't know what it is. But we'll do it. Okay, you need something. We'll get some housing going. Can't really afford much, so we've got to be careful here. Okay, you're finished. So, go do that one. Okay, the Tale of Knight Turmo or Orvinen Banishment. Knight Turmo Orvinen, thy reckless behaviour almost brought death upon 5 of our fellow knights. Thou art of pure heart, and thy goals art noble, but transgressions against the order cannot be overlooked. The knight commander was stern and severe. Around him all the knights were present, either in the flesh or via holocoms. They stood silently as the commander spoke. By my powers I strip thee of knighthood, and banish thee from the order. May fate have mercy upon thee. Turmov Orvanen bowed, deposited the insignia of the order on the hangar's floor, then turned without a word and climbed aboard a small ship. Later chronicles would report that banished knight Turmov knew the sentence to be fair, but it did little to ease his grief. When one's whole life has been in service of the order, to be cut out from it is like losing a limb. As he had done so many times before, Turmo flew out of the Keeper's hang and into the great beyond. This time there would be no return. Good luck out there, Turmo.
Construction completed.
Interesting.
Hastily.
Okay. Tale of Knight Tumo Orvanen the Nebula. In banishment, Tumo was left adrift. Stories tell of an aimless errance across the stars, until at last a message came from his squire. Master, I hope fate treats thee well. I have sorted through data from the last quest as thou commandeth. Thou shalt find coordinates attached to this message. I know not if thou shalt find this useful now. Prithee be careful. Thou were at most righteous, master, and I hope to see thee again. Moved by these words, Tumo was spurred into action. If he could return to the Order with something of value, his honour might yet be restored. The coordinates led him deep into a nebula, nested in the ambient mists of a lone station, a fortified structure that seemed pulled out of a dream. Tumo stepped into a derelict interior, haunted by the bones of long-dead lifeforms and protected by a phalanx of sentry droids. Hot-headed and impatient, he rushed to meet the Metal Guardians. 3 times he charged, and 3 times he was driven back. The droid's motion sensors proved unerring. But strength is not the only weapon of a knight, and thou, Tumo, often overlooked cunning and patience. This time a plan began to form in his mind. Think, Tumo, think. Okay. Oh, this story's long. Alright, statues. Alone in a long-abandoned station, beset by sentry droids, Tumo devised a plan. Knowing if he could somehow avoid the detection of the droids' motion sensors, eventually they would need to recharge. The machines were formidable, but not cunning. Patience, not strength, would be the way to victory this day. Slowly, with long stops and fitful starts, Tumo progressed through the station. At last, he reached the charging stations with careful deliberation. Tumo severed the power cables in the same moment. He became aware of a towering droid in the entryway. Detection would mean that the rest of the phalanx would join the fight, and in such a confined space, death was certain. Tumo stood by the door, motionless as the machine placed itself on a charging station, the red eye of its detectors glowing menacingly. He would eventually run out of power, but that would take time. One by one, the other droids returned to their stations. The chronicles tell that Knight Tumo stood immobile for 7 days and 7 nights, till the last droid had deactivated. With the station's droids reduced to lifeless statues, Tumo was free to pursue the object of his quest, the location of an ancient ship that once crossed the path of the toxic god. Patience is a virtue. Rightio, hang about. Alright, we're going to build that. Yeah. This is not the greatest, so we are going to sell a lot more. And we are going to buy some of that. I'm not going to sell that. Yeah, we can buy a little bit of food. We'll see what that does. Nothing, because we didn't get to it. Swirling shadows, immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Colidar 1D's face. They are cast not by clouds but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Yuko is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Okay, adds the shadow prey, whatever it is. Rightio, we are going to have to call it there. We have hit the limit, so we've had a fair bit of story kicking off. Yeah, we're slowly expanding what we can. We're going to have to build up. Just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, but the main thing is this story. That's the goal of this game, this playthrough anyway. It's about the Knights of the Toxic God. It's all about experiencing that, so hopefully we will. If you like the channel and you want to support it further, check the description below. There is a link to a Patreon site and a link to a virtual coffee site. There are just a couple of options that have been set up if you would like to donate some money to show your support for the channel and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out immensely, and I really do appreciate the support. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think of the toxoids, the Knights of the Toxic God, all that sort of stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Without story spoilers, if they can be avoided, please. If you want to give me advice, tips, tricks, if you see me doing things wrong, let me know. Happy to keep learning. Or if you want to ask me questions, do that as well. I read all the comments and I answer every comment that warrants an answer as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.